Nathan, 7-0 this afternoon against Cambridge United here at Kenilworth Road. A very special afternoon.
Yeah, look, another one. Let's not be honest. I mean, we've won 8-2, 7-1, and now 7-0, and you know, considering the opposition, that's a fantastic result, as the others have been. I thought from start to finish we were excellent. I mean, look, Cambridge came here. They were bright. They wanted to do certain things, but I thought we pressed them really early on. We had a clinical edge about us. You know, some of those goals were just, you know, a top draw, and I'm so proud of them today, because it's the third time we do it. It's the first time it could have been a freak result. Second time, all right, we were clinical, but third time, that's no luck. It's no luck, you know. And it could have been more. There's no bones about it. It could have been more, but I'm so delighted. I'm so proud of the group. And look, I asked them actually. I said, this is my first game in charge, 19 months, and I didn't know what I was going to get from that game. When we come up against Cambridge and do 0-0 here, and it kind of stopped the rot a little bit that was here, I didn't know what I was going to get from that group of players. I knew what I was going to get today. I didn't know I was going to get 7, but I knew that I knew that I could rely on that group, and they repaid me just hugely. Wonderful performance, wonderful result.
You said that group wasn't yours when you had that first game in charge, and you know, even for a few months after that, but 2 of the players you inherited scored the first 2 goals today. Very different goals. Dan Potts tapping one over the line, pinching Andrew Shinnies, and Ollie Lee, what a strike. 70 yards. I mean, we're debating whether he's in a different postcode.
Look, it's just wonderful quality. I mean, from right from we started, we had chances before that as well, and really come out of the blocks really sharp. We were sharp in our play and our build-up play. We had cutting edge about us. First goal was coming, and when it did, you can say from an unlikely source, but he's his 4th goal of the season from left back, so fair play to him. And then the second one, you know, we work on our counter-attacking play so much, and probably the correct ball was to play Hilton in, but with the quality the boy has, and that was just wonderful. And they were showing that for a while, no doubt. They did it with Beckham for probably 10 years, so I imagine Ollie Lee would be in that category. But wonderful performance. I'm delighted.
And we talk about his range of passing all the time. He's had his difficult times here, but he got the man of the match today. It could have been anybody, but Ollie was, you know, he was outstanding, wasn't he?
He was outstanding. Look, the back 4 were outstanding. They defended magnificently. Marek had limited stuff. What he had to do, he did well. The midfield were excellent. They were excellent. They really were, all of them. And you know, Andrew Shinnie was superb. Ollie Lee was wonderful to show technique, real work rate, and the front 2 were scintillating. The front 2 were just wonderful. And I'm really delighted for Elliot, because he's had to be, you know, with probably arguably the 2 best in the league, or 2 of the best in the league up front. He's had to bide his time, and he's worked so hard and kept on to him. You'll get your opportunity. You'll get your opportunity. And when he did, just the first goal was top end. I mean, top end. And the second one went far behind.
It's a difficult technique, isn't it? Danny Hilton's put a great ball, but it's dropping over his shoulder, and to volley it like that was wonderful.
We had a practice match on Thursday, and he scored a volley that was something I haven't seen before. He did something in training, I couldn't believe it. He scored it, and then to do that again today, a different technique, but look, he's wonderful. He has wonderful ability, and he's really working hard. He's pressing. You see the work rate he showed today, the link-up play. I'm really pleased for him, because we ask our squad to keep training at the level, because they'll get their chance. We know we're a strong squad, and we know we got real, you know, a real depth. But when they get their opportunity, then they got to be ready for that opportunity. And he is a quintessential example of being ready for your opportunity, and I'm pleased for him.
The dad picked a bad one to miss today. Is it the rugby?
Well, he won't do that again, will he?
Danny Hilton scored the 3rd, and obviously completed his hat-trick after the break. I mean, we talk about Hilts often enough, but he's into double figures now after doing his pre-season during the start of the actual league campaign, and it was a fantastic afternoon for Danny, wasn't it?
It was, but it could have been so different, because at half-time probably I should have brought him off. You know, realistically, I probably should have brought him off, but I didn't. And I said to him, "Show me the second half that you're a team player and not just playing for Danny Hilton, because he can be petulant, he can be a thing, he's on the edge, but he's the most wonderful player." And he did that for me second half, and he was right at it, and he got his goals, and that's why I trust him, because he is. But he just takes some managing at times, and that's the only thing. But you know, it's wrong to single out anyone. I can speak about everyone individually, but as a team performance, and there's those who came on, because Cookie came on and looked bright. He put a wonderful ball down the side that's just typical him. And Pelly come on and saw the game out so well. And wonderful performance.
Only downsides, obviously injury to Scott Cuthbert, forced off early in the second half and on a stretcher. Is it a bit early for any news on that?
We won't know. We're going to have to sort of get a scan on it and so on. But look, it takes a lot for big man to come off, and we're disappointed with that. But look, we'll Glenn dropped back in there, and we obviously have Johnny Mullins and Akin and Frankie, so we've got cover in that area. But it's a miss because he's been in great form and he's been a real rock for us, really.
And Potsy had gone down and you took him off, he got up and played on, and then you took him off. Was that just a precaution?
Yeah, look, you don't take any gambles, especially with having a player like James Justin on the bench as well. You know, arguably needed a run out and as well, so any kind of things we don't. But I look around at my bench and they all need a run out and they're all capable of coming on. It's difficult to know who to put on, you know, because Harry Connick missed out today, but and we felt we were going to bring him on later on, but then with the injury to Scott, that changed a few things. And so look, it's the squad's in good shape.
Despair last week, delight today, and back here now Tuesday night. Carl, I'd encourage everybody to get down here and watch that, wouldn't you?
Well, of course, but look, despair. I showed despair because we were so close. We were so close to being, you know, to a wonderful away performance, and that's the thing. And it's only a minute and a half of a 97-minute game that you're despairing about. The rest of it, I was pleased. And when in cold light today, when I go home and look at things, I look at performances, because if your performances are good enough, then your results will be, you know, over a season. So I knew our performance was good. I didn't know quite we were going to get this. I would have taken a 2-0 win we had last year here, but to put in the display that we did and to show the quality that we did, because we showed a real quality today, and all the goals had something to them. There was no lack about any of the goals. They had, and I'm really pleased because that's the structure we work on.
Back up to second. Well done, Nathan.
Cheers, thank you.